Hi, I am Elena from Future You Health. The country with the longest life expectancy on Earth doesn't spend the most on healthcare. In fact, the Japanese spend far less than Americans, yet they outlive them by nearly 5 years. Their secret isn't medicine, it's something you can start doing tonight at dinner. Let's fly to a tiny island in southern Japan. It's called Okinawa. This place has more people over 100 than anywhere else. Per 100,000 residents, Okinawa has 68 centenarians. The global average is barely 6. Researchers have studied this island for over 50 years. The Okinawa Centenarian Study began in 1975. What they found wasn't a magic pill. It was a way of living. The first secret sits on their plate. Okinawans eat mostly plants. About 90% of their traditional diet comes from vegetables, tofu, and sweet potatoes. The purple sweet potato called beni imo is a staple. It's packed with antioxidants. They eat very little red meat, maybe just a few ounces per week. Fish shows up 2 or 3 times a week. But here's what makes their diet truly different. It's not just what they eat, it's how much. There's an old Okinawan saying, hara hachibu. It means eat until you're 80% full. Not stuffed, not still hungry, just satisfied. This simple rule cuts about 300 calories from every day. A study from the National Institute on Aging found that calorie restriction without malnutrition slowed aging markers in primates by up to 30%. The Okinawans have been doing this for centuries. No app, no calorie counter, just a phrase they say before every meal. Now let's talk about what they drink. Green tea is everywhere in Japan. The average Japanese person drinks about 3 to 5 cups a day. That's over 120 billion cups a year across the country. A 2011 study from the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition tracked over 40,000 Japanese adults. Those drinking 5 or more cups daily had a 26% lower risk of dying from any cause over 11 years. Green tea contains a compound called EGCG. It helps protect cells from damage as we age. Here's something most people miss completely. The Japanese eat fermented foods every single day. Miso soup, natto, pickled vegetables called tsukemino. Fermented foods feed the good bacteria in your gut. A 2020 study from Stanford University found that a diet high in fermented foods increased gut bacteria diversity by almost 20% in just 10 weeks. That diversity is linked to stronger immunity and better digestion. 1 bowl of miso soup each morning. That's how simple it can be. But food is only half the story. Let me tell you about Ikigai. It roughly translates to your reason for getting up in the morning. In Okinawa, every person I've read about has one. A 97-year-old woman whose Ikigai is her great-great-granddaughter. A 102-year-old man whose Ikigai is his martial arts practice. A study published in Psychosomatic Medicine followed 43,000 Japanese adults. Those without a sense of Ikigai were over 3 times more likely to die during the 7-year study. Purpose isn't just nice to have, it's survival. There's one more piece that ties it all together: community. In Okinawa, they have something called a moai. It's a social group formed in childhood that stays together for life. These groups meet regularly. They share meals. They lend money to each other. They check on each other when someone gets sick. A study from Brigham Young University reviewed 148 studies. They found strong social connections increased the chance of survival by 50%. Loneliness was as dangerous as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. So here's what the Japanese teach us about aging well. You don't need fancy supplements. You don't need a gym membership. You need a plate full of plants, a cup of green tea, a reason to wake up, and people who care if you don't. I started saying hara hachibu at dinner 3 months ago. I've lost 4 pounds without trying. But honestly, the biggest change is how I feel after eating. No heaviness, no regret, just enough. Your future self is built by the small choices you make today. And the Japanese have been proving that for centuries. If you try just one thing from this video, let it be hara hachibu tonight. Subscribe so we can keep exploring what science and tradition teach us about living well. Share this with someone you'd want in your moai. I'm Elena, and I'll see you next time.